I'm gonna put myself in a supported fish that's gonna be higher up than if you're not pregnant, you might wanna do. So 2 blocks on the medium height for the majority of everyone. Jenna and Angie, if you wanna set up a little bit higher with me, you can do, I'm just gonna do 1 block high height, 1 block medium height. But if you want even more than that, you can then stack bolster on top, blankets, make yourself a nice little tower area for yourself. But everyone has blocks, I think. If you don't have blocks, you can roll up a towel and put it just on your back, across your back, and put your head on the floor. But I think you all look pretty good. So come to lie down on something. Ideally, something across your low back, something behind your head, regardless of any other props that are there. And I'm gonna start with the feet to the floor, knees bent, and then I'll cue you if you would like to straighten your legs out, but let's all start here. So close your eyes, let your arms fall comfortably by the sides or on your body. And let whatever is behind your chest, whatever is propping you up, let that give you access to a deeper breath. So close the eyes, let go of your day so far. Finding your breath in this moment, see how you feel right now. Check in. And now, since we've been here for about a minute, if you would like to straighten your legs out, you can. But if you do that and something feels weird in your low back, or if it feels like you're no longer truly supported, then just return the feet to the floor and keep your knees bent. Unclenching the jaw, unknitting your brow. Let your whole face just be blank and heavy as you heavy muscle into bone and bone into the floor. And then we'll start to take some deep breaths together. So open your mouth and empty yourself of air. Seal your lips, and together inhale from belly up to the ribs, up to the chest. And when you're full, open your mouth and exhale completely all the way back down. Again, sealed lips, inhale, bottom to top. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. One more time, breathing in, deepest breath you've taken yet. And then maybe make some noise on the breath out. Good. Seal your lips and breathe normally. In and out of the nose, but still from the belly. Return your feet to the floor, knees bent if they were anywhere else, and then blink the eyes open. To come out of this, you're going to roll to your right side. So I'm going to bring my feet a little closer together and kind of just carefully fall off of the props into a fetal position, letting my ear rest on my bicep. My dog is here now. Take a second here on your right side, letting your spine settle in, letting just the weight fall over to your right side here. And then use your left hand to press yourself up and just sit cross-legged in front of your props. Just leave everything as it is and sit cross-legged. Good. Inhale, lift the arms up, lift the ribs up, lift your gaze up. Exhale, right hand down, left arm up and over your ear. Root your left seat to the floor. Turn your chin to your left armpit. Feel this stretch in your left side waist. Breathe into your left side lung. One more inhale. And exhale. Inhale leads you back up, both arms up, sides of the waist up, gaze up, reach. Exhale, left hand down, right arm over. Turn your chin and look under the right armpit, root your right seat to the floor. Stretching the right side waist, feeling the breath fill your right side lung. One more inhale. Exhale. And then come up through center, lift your palms to the sky and settle them down to the floor. Simply switch your shins, so stay seated cross-legged, but do the other shin on top. And then take your arms wide, breathe in again, lift. And this time on the breath out, you're going to turn to your right and twist any amount. You can hold, I'm going to hold the block with my right hand so I can control the amount of twist. I don't want to twist my belly too much, so I'm just kind of turned like to 2 o'clock. But you can turn as far back to the right hand as you'd like. Tip towards the front of the pelvis, root down through your sit bones. One breath in, lift up through the crown of your head. One breath out, turn. If you're pregnant, turn just from the chest. Good, come back through center, lift your arms up, lift the ribs up, lift the gaze up. Exhale, turn to the left and twist. You can grab your knee with your right hand. My left hand is grabbing a block just for support. Again, pregnant people, you're twisting from above the belly. Everyone else, you can turn all the way around if you would like towards your left hand. Tip the pubic bone forward, root your sit bones down, lift tall to the crown of your head, inhale. Turn on your spit to the left on the exhale. Good, come back through center, lift your arms up, lift the side waist up, breathe in. And then exhale, arms down by your sides. Turn around, move your props out of the way and find all fours. Find your tabletop. Hands and knees. Palms under your shoulders. Knees, hips distance. Push down to the tops of your feet through all 10 toenails. And then inhale, tilt the pubic bone forward, drop the belly, lift the chest, arch up and look up. Feel your collarbones broaden right and left. And exhale, tuck your 10 toes, opening up the feet as you round your spine. Your tailbone drops, your rib cage lifts, your chin comes to your chest. And then again, inhale, point the toes and arch for cow pose. Full inhale. Exhale, tuck the toes and round for cat. And just take this for a few moments on your own. If you like the opening of your feet, you can continue switching your toes. If you want to make this a little bit quicker, you can. Any tempo that feels safe to you, like you can whip it up, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Or if you like taking this time to slow down from your day, maybe it's just controlled as you are. Take one more breath in and out. Good. Neutralize, point your toes, and then take your right leg straight out to the side, straight out from your hip. Lift, tent up your fingertips so you're lifted a little bit away from the mat. If you have 2 blocks, put your hands on 2 blocks so that you have height somewhere, either tented fingertips or on blocks. And then stir around your hips. So you can go forward, right, back, and left, bending at your right knee, closing your eyes, just moving liquidy through your pelvis, through your lower body in any way. Finding little cat-cows throughout your spine, finding these articulations where you flex, where you round, maybe where you stay and pulse a little bit if that feels good. Flutter through the lips. You can engage and relax your facial muscles. And then keep moving, but go the other direction. Just move like a creature. You guys look great. Nice. And then slow it down. Hold still. And the blocks again are going to help, if not tent the fingertips, but turn your right toes out to the right and bend the knee. So it's almost like, I'm going to lift my hands for a second just to turn and show you from the side. It's almost like your legs are in warrior two, but your knee is down, your shin is down. So your right leg is open, your right knee is over your heel. I'll just stay like this for a moment facing you. And then you're going to take your right hand, bring it inside of your right leg, floor or block, and take your left hand to your hip. So it's like we're in a side angle. Yeah. Good. Bend into the right knee enough that it's over your heel. Root down through your left knee and shin. Use your left hand on your hip to root the left hip down, and then turn and look up. Relax the right shoulder away from your ear. If this feels okay, you can lift your left arm up to the sky as if you were in a side angle. Yeah. Take one more inhale. And then exhale. Swim your right arm behind your head, go to the left, and then down a couple of times and just move through your left shoulder joint. Yeah. Opening up through the chest. For 3, 2, 1. Next time your left hand is down, you're just going to bring both hands down to the floor, turn your right toes forward, bring your right knee in and find your way back onto all fours. You can move the blocks out of the way for a moment now. And then flip your wrists, right hand to the right, left hand to the left. All 10 fingertips point towards your kneecaps and find your cat-cows again. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest, initiating the movement from your pelvis. Exhale, rounding the spine. You can change your feet again, or you can just focus on the wrist flipping, opening up your collarbones, flipping your lungs forward. Again, this can be fast or slow, so take it at the tempo of your choice. Connect your breath. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Neutralize, bring your palms forward. If you've got your blocks, put your hands on blocks. Otherwise, just tent your fingertips, give yourself some height, and then take your left leg out to the side. You stay as you are. I'm just turning to show you from the side. Left leg straight up from the hip, and then start to move through your left hip. Bend the left knee and move like a creature. Yeah. Go low, go high. This can look like anything. Your left toes can kind of turn out to the left if that feels better for you. You can stay and hang out in a place that feels good. Notice how each side feels. Erin and I were doing yin together last night, and were we doing it in this pose? No, it was a different pose, but it was a similar shape, and we noticed that the left side just wasn't doing what the right side could do for us. So maybe that's true for you here. Move the other direction if you haven't yet. Nice, Jake. And then find some stillness. You're going to turn your left toes to the left, bending at the knee like a warrior two. Keep your hands on blocks or tent the fingertips, and then walk your hands to the left so that your left hand can go inside of your left foot and your right hand can go to your hip. Yeah. And then keep your knee bent over your heel and start to turn your left lung up towards the sky. Turn your chest up towards the sky. If this feels good, as you descend through your right hip and right knee, you can ascend through your right arm up towards the sky. Palm faces forward. Turn your left shoulder away from the ear. Good. One more breath in, holding this. And out. And then start to swim your arm to the right, behind your head, down, around, and up. Good. Opening up through your right shoulder girdle. It's okay, Bubba. My dog's just staring at me. Good. 2 more big wind circles. And then extend the right hands down. Find your 4 block. Turn your blocks to the right. Turn your left toes forward and make your way back onto all fours. Lower your left knee down. Move your blocks out of the way. And then keeping your hips up over your knees, we'll find puppy dog pose. If you've got props, you can put props under your chest, under your forehead. A bolster feels nice if you want that extra support. And you're just gonna lower your head and chest down towards the floor and reach the arms forward. So there's tons of room for the belly. Your hips are up over your knees versus down towards your heels, and you're pushing the mat or the floor forward with your finger pads so that the side waist is long. You're getting a lot of space in your whole back, especially in your lumbar spine. Breathing across the rib cage. Two more breaths. One more inhale. And then exhale. Slowly walk your hands back. Clear your mat and find your first down dog. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips up through bent knees and walk it out. First down dog of practice. Flutter the lips. Shake your head yes and no. Drop your head, your heels. Just arriving. And then measure. Pull forward to plank pose. Notice if you were too short or too long. Keep your plank hands and feet, and then pike your hips up through bent knees and find the height in your downward facing dog using good geometry. Push the mat forward through the thumb mounds, through the inner hands, and then pull the mat back through the big toe mounds of your feet. And as you do that, as you pull the mat back with the big toe mounds of the feet, it's almost like you're pigeon toeing the feet. So you can even go ahead and do that for a second, pigeon toe the feet slightly, but then counter it by wrapping the inner knees forward so that your legs stay parallel. And then with that engagement of your legs, you can really feel the lifting of your seat up and the rooting of the heels down, and then go down to your palms so that it's this beautiful 3-pointed triangle. Take one more breath in. And exhale, walk your feet forward to your hands, forward fold at the top of your mat. Keep your feet hips distance, or if you're pregnant, as wide as your mat. And then hang heavy, hold opposite elbows. Drag the elbows down, flutter the lips. Shake your head, yes, shake your head no. Where can you let go? Keep the weight forward into the balls of your feet. And then again here, it's the same thing you were doing in dog. You're not going to actually pigeon toe the feet, but it's that idea that the inner heels pull back as if they're going to go out. And then you wrap the inner knees forward to counter it. Your breathing is lungs reach forward to the thighs, that big, that wide. Switch your grip, other forearm on top. Yeah. Take one more breath in. And out. Let the arms dangle to the floor. Keep the weight forward into the balls of your feet and start to roll up to stand. If you're pregnant, bend the knees, bring your hands to your thighs and help yourself rolling up to stand. Take your time. Once you're up, rolling the shoulders up, back and down. Maybe a little head and neck roll, or just a second to steady yourself. If your feet were wider, bring them underneath your hips. And then land with the arms down by your sides and your palms facing forward. Energy out your fingertips, thumbs pulling back a little bit so that your collarbones broaden. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, hinge at the hips as you dive back down and fold. Inhale, half lift, look forward. Exhale, hands to the floor and lunge your left foot back. So you're in a lunge with your right knee bent. If you would need or want extra room for your belly, you can bring your hands inside of your foot. Otherwise, hands frame the right foot. Keep your knee bent, take a breath in. On your breath out, step it back to down dog. We're just gonna do some lunging salutations. Bending of the knees, tilting of the pelvis, lungs towards the thighs, pull the mat apart. Inhale, pull forward to a plank pose. Exhale, bend the knees, hinge it back, downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up into the air, breathing in. Exhale, lunge it forward to your thumb. Pause here again. Second time we've been in this lunge, look forward, inhale. Exhale, step your left foot hips distance or wider and fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold to the floor. Inhale, either rise up from the floor right away, or if you're pregnant, hands to knees and lift up through the center of your chest. Arms come out and wide. Exhale, we're all standing. Arms fall down by your sides, reset. Inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands down, step your right foot back. Pause in this lunge. Your hands are framing your foot or inside of the foot. Knees bent, breathe in. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Step your left foot back, bend the knees, stick your butt way up. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg floats up into the air. Exhale, knee to nose so you can step your foot through to your thumb. Second time in this lunge now, pause here, look forward, breathe in. Exhale, right foot steps forward, fold. Half lift, inhale. Fold on the exhale. Inhale from the four corners of your feet, either circle the arms up and come up, or if you're pregnant, hands to thighs and lift up. Arms up. Exhale, down by your sides, reset. We're gonna add on to that now. Inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands down, step your left foot back. Lower your left knee down. Point your toes and reach your arms up. Anjaneyasana. If arms up is too much, the hands can be on your thighs or you can stay down. Wherever you are, push down through both feet. So push down through the ball of your right foot and the pinky side edge of your left foot. So think about that. The outer edge of your left foot pushes down, but you can wrap your left outer hip forward. And then bring your whole pelvis forward. Lift forward through the center of your chest, go up and then arc back. One more inhale. Exhale, hands down, tuck your left toes, lift your left knee, step it back, down dog. Inhale, pull forward to a plank. This time, lower your knees down. Exhale, chaturanga. Didn't think I was gonna do that, but I said it. Bend the elbows, chaturanga. Good. Inhale, find a back bend of your choice. You can go all the way to the ground and do baby cobra, or everybody can do a full cobra unless it feels too much on the belly. You can do a cat cow if you're pregnant. One breath in. Exhale, lift up through the pelvis, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. So for those vinyasas, you can skip them. You can keep your knees up. You can do cat cow, or you can do any style back bend that you'd like. Right leg up, breathe in. Breathe out, step your foot forward to your lunge. Right back where we were, left knee down. Point your toes, arms forward and up or down. And this time we're gonna side bend it. Bring your right forearm across your thigh, left arm over your ear. Even though you're side bending, your chest faces forward, your hips face forwards. Everything is still kind of square to the front, but you're reaching your left arm over your ear. Especially now, you have to push through the pinky side edge of your left foot to wrap your left heel forward. Drop your left hip forward, excuse me. One more big breath in. And then out, come all the way up. Arms follow, breathe in, little back bend from the center of your chest. Breathe out, hands down. Tuck your left toes, lift the knee, and step your foot forward. Half lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Come up as you're able. Arms follow. Exhale, hands down by your sides. Other side, inhale, you lift, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, half lift. Exhale, hands down, step your right foot back, lower the right knee down. Point your toes, option to stay here, bring your hands to your thigh, or bring the arms up. Your knees bent exactly over the heel. And you're pushing down through the ball of your left foot. And then you're pushing down equally as hard through the whole right foot, especially the outer edge. The outer pinky side of your right foot wraps the right hip forward. Whole pelvis forward, navel forward, sternum forward. Lift up, then arc back. One more breath in. Exhale, hands down, tuck your right toes, lift your right knee. Down dog. Inhale to a plank pose. Exhale, lower your knees down. Chaturanga, elbows grazing the side. Inhale, back bend of your choice. So either lower all the way to the mat for a baby cobra, lift up a little for a full cobra if that feels safe, or do a cat cow. You can also find up dog, lifting up your knees and shins. One breath in. Down dog on the breath out, leading through the pelvis. Bent knees, side waist long. Left leg up, inhale. Exhale, lunge your foot through to your thumb, lower the right knee down, and come up to your Anjaneyasana second time on this side. Lay your left forearm across the thigh. Take your right arm over your ear. So I have my chin kind of turned to the right so that I can look up under the armpit, but your chest is forward and your hips are still pointing forward. Both hip points are forward. Still find both feet, big pinky toe side of the right foot, ball of your left foot. Yeah. One more breath in. And out. Bring your hands forward and up again. Little back bend, inhale. Exhale, hands down, tuck your toes, lift your knee, step it forward. Fold. Half lift, inhale. Let it go, exhale. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, arms down by your sides. So nice. Standing at the top of your mat. Feet hips distance. Bend the knees. Stick your butt out and reach your arms up. Chair pose. Hold opposite elbows, create a frame. Cup the elbows up towards the ceiling to feel like you're light, to feel like you're lifting yourself up, even though this is really heavy in the legs. And then do the same thing we've been doing in the legs. So the weight is mostly in the balls of the feet, but you still have the tripod of your heels. The inner heels wrap back, the inner knees wrap forward, and then lift up through the pubic bone and drop down through the tailbone. So I didn't say like scoop the tailbone, but you're lengthening the tail. Sit lower, cup the elbows higher. One more breath in. On the breath out, stand tall. Lift your right knee up. I'm going to face forward and flex it over your left thigh for ankle to knee chair. So if you are having problems balancing or you just want a little extra hold, go to a wall and bring your left hand to a wall like this. That's one option. Hands can stay in prayer as an option. Hands can come to your ankle and knee as an option. Or you can, if you have blocks, take blocks on the highest height and put them under your hands. So you can be in any of those places. Just make sure there's enough room to breathe. Yeah. And then perk your seat up wherever you are, especially your left seat. And move your right seat to the right. Yeah. One more breath in. Wherever you are, we're going to come back to standing on the breath out. So if you're down, crawl up. If you're on the wall, bring your hands to a prayer and step your right foot down. Arms down by your sides, reset, find your balance, find your whole 2 feet. Second side, chair pose, bend the knees, touch the floor, sit that low, and then lift the arms up. Good. Your feet can be as wide as you'd like. Hold opposite elbows. So go for the grip, and that'll be probably the one that you do all the time, and switch it. Cup the elbows up, hollow out your armpits, inner knees forward, inner heels back, lift the pubic bone, lengthen the tailbone, and draw your ribs in. Stick your butt out, lift the elbows up, relax the shoulders, 2 breaths. One more, inhale. And exhale, start to stand up. If the wall is near you and you want it, bring your right hand to the wall. Left foot goes across your right thigh and sit right back down into your chair. So either using the wall or bringing your hands to a prayer, holding your foot and knee, or coming down to blocks. Keep the weight evenly in your right foot, from big toe to outer heel, from pinky toe to inner heel. Lift your butt up, especially to perk up the right side. And then move your left seat to the left a little. You've got it, Angie. One more breath. And then carefully making your way back to standing. Hands down by your sides, feet hips distance. Full breath in, full breath out. So good. Everyone turn to the side of your mat like I am, and then widen your stance. Take a nice big straddle. Yeah, good. Hands to hips. If you have blocks, set them to both sides of your mat so they're just nearby. Yeah, and then turn your right toes all the way out, bend the right knee, and find warrior 2. You can turn your left toes in slightly so that you're in a nice warrior two stance. And then keeping the hands on your hips just for another moment so you can really find your feet. Bend into the right knee a lot so that you're probably shifting too far forward, but you want to get your knee over your heel and then evenly distribute the weight back to your left foot. So your shoulders now frame your hips. Arms reach wide. Palms face up. Try to distract yourself by relaxing the shoulders, broadening the collarbones, palms facing up. And then inhale, straighten the right leg, press the ball of your foot down, lift the arms up, get light off of the floor. Exhale, rebend into your warrior two. Again, inhale, lift, press through both feet, lift the arms up. Exhale, rebend, warrior two. One more time, inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Good, keep your knee bent. Reverse your warrior. Left hand is lightly across your back thigh. Right arm reaches over your ear, creating all this space in your right side waist. And then keep that space as you exhale and bring your forearm across the thigh. Left arm reaches over your ear. Supported extended side angle. Forearm is light on the thigh, but you're using it to graze the hip open. The weight is still even in both feet. There's this beautiful diagonal from left heel up to your left fingertips, and your chin can look under your left armpit, fitting like a nook and cranny. 2 more breaths. Turn your right chest to the sky a little more. Jenna, keep your right knee bent, but straighten your left leg out. 1 more inhale. Your right forearm is down, Jenna, your right forearm. Yeah, exhale. That's it. Inhale, everyone come up, straighten the legs, lift the arms. And then exhale, turn your right toes in so all 10 toes are forward and circle your hands into a fist at your low back. Sorry, I didn't catch that before, Jenna. I'll cue you into it again on the other side. Punch your fist down, lift your chest up, and then lean forward and down. Your feet are parallel or pigeon-toed. Your head is reaching towards the floor, your fists up. Weight is towards the balls of your feet, inner heels wrapping back, inner knees wrapping forward. You're countering the pose of your legs rooted down by lifting your arm up, arms up. You can relax the head and neck. 1 more breath in. And then exhale, bend the elbows, drop your fist to your low back, and then let them melt to the floor. Half lift and find your blocks if you had them and put them on the highest height under your shoulders. Yeah. And then bring them together. The blocks. Yeah. Left hand stays on that left block. Right hand reaches up. Yeah. And then turn and look up if that feels safe on your neck. Turn your palm to face forward. Relax both shoulders away from your ears. Take 1 more breath in. On your exhale, swim a broad breaststroke forward and down. Is that even a breaststroke? I don't know. Right hand to your block. Left arm comes up. Turn your left palm to face forward. Take an inhale. And then exhale. Reach forward and down, and then just keep swimming. The blocks are there on that high height for you, so that you can find these nice broad strokes without losing current. Inhale, you lift. Exhale, down. Keep going. You can close your eyes. Imagine that you are swimming somewhere beautiful. Your favorite place to swim. One more to each side so that whenever your left hand comes down again, you can separate the blocks and stay in your half lift. Good. And then if you want to bring your feet in closer, you can for this. We're going to bend the knees into this really wide sumo squat. Stick your butt out, bend your knees, and reach your arms forward in fists. Punch your fist forward as you punch your butt back. Yeah. I feel like we're like Pokemon or something here. I have very limited knowledge. One more breath in. On the breath out, like a ninja, stand up tall, arms up. Breathe in. Yes, nice, Angie. And then exhale, arms down by your side. We're doing a lot of squats and chairs and stuff because I read in my pregnancy app the other day that there's something called flat pregnancy ass because your stomach brings you too far forward, so you use your hamstrings. So I got to work on my glutes. So that's what we're doing. Hands on hips. Turn your left toes out. Bend the left knee and find your warrior two. We can all benefit from squats, but I'm just letting you know my reasoning. Find your warrior two legs. Bend your left knee as much as you need to get over your heel. And then shift the weight even to your right heel as well, so your shoulders frame your hips. Then, as if it's nothing, arms reach wide. Flip the palms up, relax the shoulders, relax your face. And then inhale, sweet relief, straighten the legs, lift the arms. Exhale, bend the left knee only, open up warrior two. Again, inhale, press down through both feet, lift the arms, lift the ribs. Exhale, rebend, warrior two. One more time, inhale, lift. Exhale, warrior two. Keep your knee bent, reverse your warrior. So now the left arm comes over your ear and you're sliding the right arm down your thigh. Reverse, reverse. Other way, Jenna, at first. Yeah. And then keeping this long side waist, then you reach forward. Now the left forearm goes across your thigh and the right arm comes up. Yes. And turn your right toes in just a little bit, Jenna, so that you can find better balance. Yeah. Beautiful. And then turn and look up. Your left forearm is helping you open up the hip. You relax through the left shoulder, long through the right side. Find that diagonal, pinky toe to pinky finger. One more breath in. And out. Inhale leads you up, straighten the legs, lift the arms. And then exhale, turn your left toes in, all 10 toes forward. Circle your hands down by your sides. Heel toe your feet in. And take a walk to the front of your mat. Inhaling, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands down, step your feet back, downward facing dog. Find a vinyasa of your choice. I'm gonna do up dog to down dog, so keeping the toes tucked. If it feels okay for you to do that, just hinge forward through to up dog, and then go back to down dog, or do your chaturanga, or do your cat cows. Just reset back into a downward facing dog. Yeah. One breath. And out. Float your right leg up in the air, breathing in. Bend the knee, open up your hip, and take big circles through it. Move through your hip, move through your knee, move through your ankle. Re-extend the right leg long and send your knee and shin forward for pigeon pose. You can set it up a few ways. I like to use a blanket, which is over there. I'm just going to grab it under the pelvis. And then I'll show you what I've been doing. You can put blocks under your chest and forehead like a T, or for my belly, since I don't really want to go all the way to the ground, I've been putting the blocks like scaffolding under the armpits, which anybody can do, which feels really good. It helps boost your immune system to kind of massage the lymph nodes there in the armpit. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. First, I'm grabbing my blanket. Hi, Pappy. So right knee and chin is forward. My hips rest on the blanket. And then I've got blocks on the highest height, kind of on a diagonal in to support my armpits so that the belly is lifted away from my shin on the floor. And then I can use another block or a bolster or a pillow or a blanket, whatever, under the forehead. And my arms are in this wide V. So this is the setup I'm choosing. You can do your normal pigeon setup. Basically, you just want to make sure that your pelvis is supported and your head is supported, maybe your chest is supported. You don't want to feel like you're efforting this pose through muscle. You don't want to feel like you are bravely holding this position. You want to attempt to relax into it, even if it's a lot in the hips and it's not like the most amazing place to fall asleep in. It's still a place you want to try to slow down the breath versus shortening it. Yeah, you guys all look good. If anyone has an issue or question with their setup, let me know. Yes, exactly, Jenna. If your shoulders feel hunchy, you can widen them a little. Another 10 breaths here. Two more inhales and extra long exhales. One more breath in. Stay for the duration of the exhale out. And whenever you're ready, you'll begin to look forward, walk your hands back, and sit upright in your pigeon pose. You can move the blocks out of the way. And then we're going to roll. I'm going to turn away from you for a second to show you this, but lift your hips up, move your blanket out, and roll to your right hip, turning to the left so that, just so I can show you from the front, to the side now, you have your left leg out and your right foot in. Yes, I think you're all there. And then if you want to return the blanket under your pelvis, you can. I'm going to do that. So you don't sit on a tucked tail, so you're tipped forward. Have one block nearby, if you have it, for the inside of your leg. And then turn to the right, turn to kind of frame your right knee. Reach your left hand inside of your left leg on the floor or on your block, and then right hand to your hip. So my right hand pushes the right hip down. I'm turned chest to the right. Left forearm is on the block, or if it feels okay, left forearm is on the floor. And this might be where you stay. Or you can bend the elbow, the left hand comes to your head, or you can reach the right arm actively over your ear. One more breath in. Stay for your breath out. Listen closely. You're going to look to your left foot, but kind of stay low as you are. Your left hand is already to the inside of your left leg, right? You're going to look forward towards your foot, reach your right hand towards the outside of your leg. So if I'm coming out of it for a second, my arms are crisscrossed. Right is over left. And now hips and chest are square towards the leg, and I'm folding over your leg. And you might not hold your foot. You might just have kind of crisscrossed arms somewhere near your knee or your shin, but you're folding straight forward over your left leg, and the arms are crisscrossed, so you can really maximize the benefit of the stretch in your right side body. One breath in to get longer. One breath out to fold deeper. Good. Uncross the arms, walk your hands back, and then you're going to turn back towards a pigeon, towards the front of your mat to take it to down dog. So clear your space, hands down, crawl your way into it, downward facing dog. Take your time getting there. If you want to flow through vinyasa, you can take it up dog, down dog, lowering to your knees, cat cows, maybe chaturanga. If you're crazy. And then we'll finish it off with the left side. Left leg comes up, inhale. Exhale, bend the knee, open up your hip. Take some really nice, big, juicy circles through your left hip, knee, and ankle. And then set your left knee and shin forward for pigeon, using props as you would like, especially under your pelvis and head. My setup again is a blanket under the pelvis, 2 blocks on the highest height under the armpits, turned inward, giving me the height and scaffolding I need so that the belly isn't heavy on the floor or across my shin. And the forehead is on a block. Arms are wide, hands are just kind of relaxed, or you can tent the fingertips. Making sure you're giving your belly space to breathe, everybody. Your face space to breathe, everybody. Shoulders enough space to breathe so you widen them. Checking in with you all. If you have a question, let me know. I'm looking. You all look good. And then slow down the breath. Last 3 breaths. One more inhale. And exhale. Carefully lift your head. Look forward, walk your hands back and press yourself up. Moving the blocks out of the way, sliding your blanket maybe temporarily out of the way, and then sit on your left hip, turning to the right. Right leg is out, left foot bends inside of your right thigh. I'm going to return the blanket under my pelvis to stay tipped forward, to stay neutral. Bring one block inside of your leg if you liked that. Turn to the left. Left hand to your hip, right hand, right forearm to the block or floor. Staying here, push your left hip down with your left hand, turn your right chest up to the sky, or hold your head in your right hand and or lift your left arm up. Hello, miss. I see Jake's doggy. 3 breaths. Good. You can stay low as you are. You're just going to start to turn to the right so that your whole body now faces your right leg. Your left arm is crossed over your right arm and you're folding over your right leg, maybe to the inside of your right leg, but trying to square your hips and chest forward over your right leg. The left arm crossed in front of your right so that you feel this stretch across your left side, no matter how up or down you are. One more inhale. And exhale. Uncross the arms. Lift the chest, walk your hands back, sit upright. And then, Erin did a nice thing. You could put your left hand behind you and kind of lift the hips up and back bend. That looks good if you want to do that. Yeah. And then you're going to make your way back to down dog your last time, clearing your space. Hands down, tucking your toes, lifting your hips up one final time. Downward facing dog, maybe one last up dog, down dog, or vinyasa, flow of choice. And then we'll meet in child's pose, feet together, knees wide, hips to heels, enough space for everyone to breathe. Forehead to the floor, maybe putting your torso up on something, a bolster, blankets, or blocks. We won't be here too long. Just to slow down, close the eyes, breathe evenly into the symmetrical place. Flutter the lips. 2 more breaths. After your next exhale, looking forward, sitting upright, and either set up to finish in a seated meditation or on your back in Shavasana. So healer's choice. You can set up comfortably on your back, putting blankets under your knees or behind your head, or building an incline for yourself with pillows. Or I'm going to choose just to sit up in Virasana. Block is under my pelvis, knees together, feet framing the block. Yeah. And wherever you are, lying down or seated, close your eyes. And let's all flip the palms up. So if you're lying in Shavasana, arms by your sides, palms up. And if you're seated, let the palms face up in your lap. A gesture of receiving. Receiving the grace that rains down on you now after the efforts of your practice. You can catch it like rain falling into the center of your palms. Easy breath in and out of your nose. Just breathing in. Just breathing out. Slowly, wherever you are, start to form deeper breaths. If you're on your back, make small movements with fingers and toes. Rock your head side to side. Take a stretch on the floor like you're just waking up for the day. And slowly turning to your left side, turning to your lunar side, you'll make your way to a seat. So we'll all be seated together. Take your time to sit nice and tall, and let's bring one hand to the heart and one hand to the belly. Open your mouth, empty yourself of air. Seal your lips and inhale once together from bottom to top, fully all the way to your deepest breath in. And then open your mouth, let something go, exhale. Bowing your head into your practice, into it all that it holds for you. Thank you.